Sneako has had a long history with bans on various platforms, such as being kicked off YouTube, Twitch, and even Instagram. But the other day, by some random fluke, he was unbanned on YouTube. This sent the internet into an uproar, with one person claiming responsibility for the act. But a twist at the end of this video very quickly changed this entire story of Sneako, and the internet had a lot to say about it. It starts off when Fearbuck tweets out, "Sneako has been unbanned on YouTube after being banned for 2 years since October 2022 for COVID misinformation." Tom replies, "Why did they unban him? Bro should be banned again." And Joshy says, "Maybe focus on learning how to type properly rather than pushing cancel culture like a dumbass." Squid Ron says, "GG, Rumble is cooked without Sneako." Tree of Logic quote tweets Fearbuck and says, "Looks like Sneako's rebranding worked." Kevin Ray says, "Whether you love or hate Sneako, you gotta give that MF props for staying relevant after getting suspended from YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and currently still Instagram. W YouTube for unbanning him. Now unban Leafy next. Give that dude a second chance and restore YouTube history." Yossi Farrow says, "This is bad news. Sneako is a Jew hater and anti-Semite who is nice in person but online spreads harmful misinformation about Jews and Israel. His posts inspire other anti-Semites to physically attack Jews, and it's dangerous for the entire Jewish community." Tipster quote tweets Fearbuck and says, "First Twitch, now YouTube? What the fuck is happening?" Anime quote tweets Fearbuck and says, "Big day for cucks." Scuba Ryan also tweets out that Sneako has been unbanned, and Zerko responds, "The takeover begins. Congrats at Sneako." Gintonic Sonic says, "Y'all ain't taking over shit." Dubs replies, "W, even though bro is a weirdo." Res Hype says, "I don't know a single person who watches this guy." AF Post also posts that he has been unbanned on YouTube. And Ronnie Jordan says, "Saying all that anti-white, anti-Christian stuff worked." Meet Vic says, "Grab that bag, but leave your morals behind." Aiden Update tweets out, "Fans are speculating that Sneako got unbanned on YouTube despite being banned for over 2 years because he started hanging out with Aiden Ross," and attaches this image of Sneako and Aiden Ross hanging out with a rabbi. The Real One says, "Aiden is blackballed on YouTube himself." Drama Alert also tweets out that Sneako has been unbanned, and Jake Shields quote tweets him and says, "Well deserved and congratulations, Sneako." And Ryan Dawson replies, "Good news. Now how about the thousands of others?" Fearbuck also tweets out, "XQC calls out Twitch's inconsistency after Sneako gets unbanned on both Twitch and YouTube. The shit that Sneako says is not tolerated on Twitch. The fact that he gets unbanned while going on some insane shit that he says on his stream, come on, and attaches this clip.
It's not about Sneako, it's about Twitch. Okay, the reality is that Twitch says that they're holding people's off-platform activities accountable for what they do, not on their own stream. Okay, and the shit that Sneako says is not tolerated on Twitch, legitimately. Okay, the fact that he's unbanned, which means that he would be doing fantastic behavior-wise, and he's being exemplary behavior. The fact that he gets unbanned while going on some insane shit that he says on his stream. Brother, come on, bro. I mean, Twitch is, like, bro, how can you say that you ban? Who gives a fuck what he got banned for? He got unbanned while still going on like some random tirade that would get anybody else banned for their off-platform behavior. What?
Sneako Updates replies, "XQC sounds super bitter for someone getting unbanned." And Etam says, "It's because when he debated Sneako couldn't answer what the age of consent is." 2AM replies, "XQC sold out to the scam of online gambling. We do not care what he says." Houseway says, "Their existence on the internet is to hate," attaching an image of XQC and Hassan. Lunar replies, "Internet discourse is so funny. Sneako is someone that shouldn't have a platform. And if you say that, you're taking a side because someone in his line of work talked on this issue. It's not even a question that he should be gone for good." Fresh from Fresh and Fit quote tweets Fearbuck and says, "If you are so mad, buddy, just make your own platform. W Sneako." And Rick replies, "Remember when you said he'd never be back on YouTube?" Hard Truth says, "You're the goat at flip-flopping." Ed quote tweets Fearbuck and says, "XQC is slowly turning into an Adderall-infested Ethan Klein." QR Code says, "Extremely rare 0.001% MMO drop chance rare XQCW." Myron Gaines quote tweets Fearbuck and says, "It's incredible that liberal creators like XQC and Ethan Klein of H3 Productions openly call for the deplatforming, censorship, and potential financial ruin of creators with opposing views. Why can't you debate their points in the open arena of ideas instead of calling for their cancellation? I will never publicly advocate for the banning of an opposing creator simply because I disagree with their political views. Cancel culture is cancer, and anyone that advocates for it is a scumbag. Hayden replies, because they'd all lose their platforms through boycotting if they did, because all their beliefs are balanced on an egg. Especially XQC, who Andrew Tate showed us was a total coward and weakling who has zero masculinity. USA responds to Myron by saying it's because of opposing views and not because he's a P. XQC responds to Myron by saying, hey man, this isn't a reflection at Sneako but rather at Twitch. Whether or not I agree with his ideologies, Twitch doesn't. Example, bans for being culturally insensitive or usage of slurs. Ban all of them or ban none of them. Does this help? Myron Gaines replies to XQC by saying, okay, I understand your position, but you're still wrong. You framed your opinion in a negative sense by implying Sneako uses slurs, is culturally insensitive, etc. So therefore Twitch should not have replatformed him. What you should have said is Twitch is doing the right thing by not adhering to cancel culture, and this is a good precedent to set. Twitch is an American company, where our First Amendment is the freedom of speech, which is a critical component as to why the United States is the power it is today. The free flow of ideas needs to be preserved to protect the integrity of our nation. Social media has now become the main conduit to share ideas, so the First Amendment should apply. Now, before you make the argument that these platforms are private companies, almost every social media company has been exposed for complying with government's demands. This nullifies their private company protections, since they often act as agents of the government, so the First Amendment does apply. C Sports Legion replies to Myron by saying, you legit might be a moron. Holy shit, what did I just read? Social media being agents of the government and somehow mixing that in with the First Amendment, which you clearly don't fully understand, is some wacko shit. And Myron Gaines replies, sit down, idiot. Social media companies can absolutely be interpreted as agents of the government, even by proxy, since they tell the social media companies what to censor. Read a book before you talk. And attaches an image of a Wikipedia article with a portion highlighted that says, the First Amendment broadly protects the rights of free speech and free press. Free speech means the free and public expression of opinions without censorship, interference, or restraints by the government. XQC responds to Myron's post by saying, L reading comprehension. It doesn't matter what I write at this point. You can't read it properly. Not very American of you, and that's coming from a non-native speaker. Embarrassing. Dante says, dude, you were one of my favorite streamers. The fall down is so sad. And XQC replies, being able to read, being able to comprehend entry-level dialogue, and formulating a sentence that accurately describes my thoughts. This is what prompted you to tell me I fell off. Maybe it's time for you to climb out of that cave of yours, yeah? And Myron replies to XQC by saying, okay, let's have a debate on this live then if you're not scared and feel I can't read it properly, whatever that means. Me supporting free speech is actually extremely American of me. You must think you still live in Canada under Comrade Trudeau in your failed communist country. Let's debate the topic then. And Stoico says, clout chasing. And Myron replies, no, truth chasing. Stick to talking shit behind an Anon account because you're scared to lose your $30K per year job for tweets made on X. And XQC responds, I see. You are still at the level where you think you're entitled to saying obscenities on anyone's platform, under the guise of free speech, a platform on which you accept the terms of service, no less. Jaw replies, cook that dude. Myron responds to XQC by saying, yes, F. Accept the debates or cower behind your keyboard. Your choice. And XQC responds, at least write it properly, Buster. Myron Gaines says, at least debate your ideas properly, Buster. We can go back and forth on X or have a civil conversation like men. Your choice. Derbyshire responds, you're either so dumb or tunnel visioned you can't even comprehend his base points. What the fuck would be the point of debating anything? He's talking about consistency of applying rules. You're ranting about cancel culture. XQC responds to Myron by saying, you instantly default to ad homs and slurs when you're concerned. I try my best not to platform clowns without a modicum of civility. Clean up your act. You're getting too old to grift this red pill nonsense. Axel replies, he called you what you are. How is that an ad hom? And attaches this image of XQC wearing a dress. Slushy says, bro is begging for a feature on his podcast. He's practically sobbing. Myron replies to XQC by saying, that was a very long-winded way of saying I'm scared. I literally wrote out a thorough analysis of why you were wrong, and you're butthurt after I made a joke. You made ad homs by calling me un-American and a buster. Liberals can always dish it but never take it. And XQC responds, it's like fighting a homeless person. Nothing to gain, everything to lose. You've dug yourself into a hole you cannot claw your way out of. Go play in the sand, little bud. It's almost noon, you're gonna miss the nap. And Myron says, interesting way to say I'm scared. And Ola Jess responds to Myron by saying, repeating the same line like a literal NPC. Osama says, interesting way to say I need you on my podcast to farm clout. Yatsuna posts on the R YouTube drama subreddit, Sneako unbanned on YouTube. Seems like YouTube decided to unban this tool's 1.2 million subscriber account. Glass Lulu replies, it's funnier knowing that this is actually a real video, showing a video from Sneako's account from 4 years ago with the title, I have a confession. Cuties is my new favorite film. Exotic Musician replies, every single one of the 29,000 people who uploaded that video should be on an FBI watch list. And SNX says, their hard drive should be analyzed and then shot into the sun. Guilt replies, insane to me how this guy ruined his reputation to the point where his family won't even talk to him anymore. Considering the shit he spews on livestream, I doubt he'll be able to keep his channel again this time. Throw All Away replies, Lamau, the timing of this couldn't be better. Quit the Adpocalypse campaign, losers. You made advertisers stop caring about being edgy, anti-woke SJW whiners. This is exactly what y'all wanted. Yetter tweets out, you're welcome for the unban at Sneako, and attaches an image of Sneako's channel and a YouTube email saying that they confirmed that it no longer violates the community guidelines. Vesper responds, do you work with YouTube? And Yetter says yes. Ray says, unban Nick now please, thank you. And Yetter responds, I'll look into it. Sneako Update says, stop capping, Sneako doesn't know you. And Yetter says, he doesn't know me, but I unbanned him. Fearbunk then tweets out, Sneako has been banned from YouTube again, less than 24 hours after being unbanned. Omni replies with this gif of Grandpa from Simpsons walking in through a door, doing a turn, and then leaving. Blade says, he didn't even post any new videos. What guideline could have been broken with no upload? Fries responds, old videos could have broken rules. JB says, lasted 20 hours. Atif replies, damn, that's rough, and maybe some mass reporting? Well, Sneako can't catch a break. Hopefully he can get back on the platform soon and continue sharing his content. Nicholas Diorio tweets out, Twitch really unbanned Sneako the week we found out they banned 46% of the world's Jewish population. Attaching a follow-up tweet, where he puts an image of Ethan Klein's Instagram post, where Ethan says, in a bold move to stave off anti-Semitism, Twitch has banned Israel, so there are less Jews to make fun of, and attaches a post on our livestream fail with the title, Twitch has blocked new users from Israel. Yetter tweets out, Sneako was rebanned on YouTube. Other YouTube employees have rechecked my appeal for Sneako's ban and have decided to ban him again. In a couple hours I could try reappealing, but don't expect much. They must have saw my tweets. P.S. Sneako has also blocked me after he got unbanned. Lol. Izzy says, you are lying. Purple Lobster says, he blocked you because you LARPed about banning him. Philip says, what a joke. Zerka also tweets out that Sneako has been banned again under 24 hours after being reinstated, and Robin Hood replies, lol, they're fucking with him. And Antonio says, the former cuck is a threat to US democracy. And Hicks replies, whoever unbanned him definitely got fired on a Sunday. And that's what the internet's had to say so far. See you next episode.